When it comes to cooking meals, drying clothes, heating water, and my home, nothing beats natural gas from CenterPoint Energy. It's my most affordable energy option. It costs less to use than electricity, propane, and heating oil. So if you already have natural gas, keep it. If you're replacing an appliance, choose it. Natural gas, your best choice. Safe and affordable, rest assured.
For more on the benefits of a natural gas home, visit centerpointenergy.com/natural gas benefits. CenterPoint Energy, always there.
Coach, first of all, congratulations on career win number 500. We're all real happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really excited for our team to get this first win of the year. Obviously, starting out a neutral site, setting against two really good teams. Clemson and Liberty are both going to be tournament teams, in my opinion. It was very tough. And so it's good to get the monkey off our back and get our first win. And in terms of my 500th win, it's just a blessing, number one, to have been coaching so many good players over a 26-year head coaching career and have worked with so many great kids and so many good assistant coaches that I've worked with and that I've worked so many wonderful people over the years. So I just feel really blessed to have had the opportunity to be doing it this long and to be around long enough to get up that kind of number.
What was the difference in the second half of the game for your team tonight? How'd you blow it open?
I thought that we did a really good job defensively in the second half, better than the first half in terms of staying in front of the basketball on the plugs. They only shot, 28% second half, so much better there. I thought Cameron Matthews had a couple big plays to get us going. DJ Stewart was fantastic all night. I thought Tolu early in the game was key for us in terms of getting us off to good starts offensively, made his foul shots. I thought their pressure bothered us early, as you pointed out, Neil. 10 turnovers in the first half is not ideal. Did a much better job in the second half, taking better care of the basketball. I thought DJ got it going. And then there were a couple big threes by Jalen Johnson that really kind of broke the game. But we had a lot of good minutes from our bench tonight. Abdul got in foul trouble again for the second time in our first three games. I thought both JD and Quentin Post gave in and gave us quality minutes. And both those guys scored, 9 and 7 points respectively, played good defense. So that was really good for them. And especially for Quentin. This is really his first time playing tonight in a major role since he's been here. He ended up playing 15 minutes, so I was very pleased for him. Just looking at his stats, he got 5 rebounds, which really makes me feel good. So I think we got a guy that's going to come along for us there in Quentin Post.
How good was it to get a lot of young guys and a lot of guys maybe who just haven't played a lot of minutes for your team, like Quentin, into this game late in the second half and get them some run, knowing that you may need them going forward?
Well, we do need him going forward. There's no doubt. It's not may. We are going to be using him, playing 4 bigs in every game, and really trying to play aggressive defensively with those guys. So he's part of the rotation. I want to play 9 guys this year and really try to, keep guys fresh and play really good defense game in and game out. It'll be great to have Iverson back in the lineup here soon. That's going to help us a lot. And I think that's going to really help us because it's going to limit some of the minutes. Like I've been playing DJ an incredible amount of minutes. Tonight, DJ only played 30 minutes, and you can see it helped his productivity. You get a diminishing return, and that's my job as the coach. It was just so hard, those first 2 games playing against such good teams, to take them out and bring in young guys that have never played in that kind of environment before and are playing it for the first time.
All right, I'll get out of the way and let everybody else ask some questions. Thank you, Coach.
You bet. Thank you, Neil.
We'll go ahead and start with Paul Jones. Paul, why don't you take the first one?
Coach, during the second half, you had very good ball movement, and that allowed a lot of your guys to get some open threes with DJ and Jalen. Was that the best ball movement you've seen with your offense this year so far?
Yeah, it was. I thought we did a good job sharing the ball. I thought there were a lot of unselfish plays. And one of my favorites was when DJ posted up their little point guard and kicked it back out to Jalen for a 3. It was beautiful. But we moved the ball well. We had 17 assists tonight, which was really nice. When you have 25 baskets and 17 of them are on assists, that's a great ratio, and that makes me feel really proud of our guys.
We'll go ahead and get it to Garrett, and then we'll switch it up and go to John. Garrett and John.
And is the plan to have Iverson back available for Friday still?
Yeah, I had talked about that when I first got on. Maybe you missed it, but he has to have a doctor's appointment tomorrow morning where he's going to get his blood drawn. They will test his heart to see, make sure he doesn't have that rare problem or myocarditis some kids have had after having COVID. He's had 0 symptoms. He hasn't had a headache. He hasn't had anything. So, he's really been lucky. I mean, the only reason he knows that he had it is he got tested. But we're hoping that he'll be able to practice half the practice on Wednesday, 3/4 of the practice on Thursday, and then be made available on Friday for the game.
Go ahead, John.
Then you talked about DJ, and obviously he had a tremendous amount of production tonight. What do you kind of hope his kind of role evolves into this season, and what do you think his kind of ceiling is as a player in your system with this team?
I think he's a really good player, and I think getting Iverson back is going to really help him alleviate some of the pressure on him to have to do so much. Now he won't play, many minutes as a point. He can focus more on getting out and us upping the ball to him. But we want to get him open shots. He's a really good player, a great offensive, really intelligent. He takes, pride in being a good passer and getting others the ball. But he's one of our best defenders, if not our best defender on the perimeter. In fact, he is the best defender on the perimeter without a doubt. But he and Abdul, I'd say, the best 2 defensive players on the team. So he does so many things well, and his ceiling is I think, like Robert Woodard and Reggie Perry and Quinndary Weatherspoon. I think he'll be a player that eventually will have a chance to be drafted.
Go ahead and get it to Joel, and then we'll sneak it up to Tyler. Joel, go ahead.
Hey, man, 3 games into the season, just how pleased are you right now with how your team is playing offensively? And I guess what's kind of your recipe, or what do you kind of would you like to see as far as improvement goes on that end?
I think it's going to help, like I said, enormously to have an experienced guard back in the lineup here. We're played against 2 really good teams, but it's just, these guys have got to learn. Like Davon is really learning a lot right now. And, the biggest thing for him as a point is coming in studying the film so he can really learn all the nuances of the offense in terms of plays that he could make. We got to take better care of the basketball. We got to keep running the ball up the floor because we're really good in transition when we do that. Tolu is amazing. If you're watching the game, zero in on how fast he runs the floor. He's a jet getting up and down the floor, especially to the offensive end. But he really gets down there and posts up quickly. We got to keep playing inside out. We got to keep improving, but I think having another really good scorer. I mean, Iverson will be one of our 3 leading scorers on the team this year. So we're adding one of our 3 guys. And, between him, Tolu, and DJ, those are going to be your 3 leading scorers. And I think, we've got to continue to get, Jalen to give us good minutes and look to shoot like he did in the first half. And he missed some open threes in the first half he's going to make. Jalen Johnson's a really good shooter. When he has an open look, he's going to knock it down. And I think Davon's a good shooter. So we've just got to continue to grow and to develop our offense by executing what we're trying to do.
Go ahead, Tyler.
Yeah, there was a really big disparity in the rebounding numbers tonight, and a lot of guys got a handful of them. It was a pretty balanced effort. How pleased are you with the way your guys have been getting the ball off the glass?
Yeah, that was big for us tonight. I mean, that's probably the biggest reason we won tonight is that they only had 7 second shots. We had 15. We did a great job defensively. We didn't allow a lot of second shots. And so to beat a team on the boards by 19 usually means you have a great chance to win. And that's something that we did last year as a team, and it's carrying over to this year. I thought Cameron Matthews did so many good things, but he's a good rebounder. But you're right, we had great balance. I think our leading rebounder was Javian Davis with 8. And that was great. I love seeing him do that. After the game, you mean?
At halftime, what did you kind of say to them to calm them down? What type of style did you use to get them motivated in order to pull away in that second half?
Yeah, my thing was just be calm. We talked about our execution, the things we needed to improve on to get better offensively. Number one was just taking care of the basketball. I thought the pressure bothered us early, and then finally, I thought we did a better job. We still forgot a couple of times to slip the ball screens because they were hard hedging, and the slip was there. So a lot of it's just like being able to take the information and execute it out on the floor. Thought we did a better job of that in the second half. And I thought we just settled down. And some of that's just, playing your first home game ever. And, it's tough because we didn't have a great home court advantage in terms of a crowd, but that's going to be like that all year.
Anything else for Coach before we let him go? We got one more to Garrett, and that'll wrap us up for tonight.
Ben, I believe around 71 or 72 coaches in Division I history have won 500 career games. I know you credited a lot of your players in the past for helping you get there, but are you going to take the rest of the night to really soak in what that milestone means to you?
I'm just really disappointed that it didn't happen last year in the SEC tournament in Nashville, Tennessee. That's something that's always going to haunt me is that we didn't get a chance to finish our season last year. And that would have happened last year. We would have had a great chance to get that done. And something that I'll always, regret that it didn't happen a year ago. And it's really special. I feel really blessed. I am really blessed. And, coach so many great players, so many great kids. And I told our team after the game that, the biggest thing is that I feel blessed about is I found something that I love to do. And I've been doing it my whole life. And that's what you have to find as a person is to find out whatever it is that you love, that you're passionate about, to make that your life. It's such a blessing. And I don't know how many people really get a chance to do that, but I'm definitely one of them, and I'm very thankful.